you know you're watching a better movie when you're not laughing at everything that's happening. I just wanted to mention that because we came from a movie where we were making fun of everything, and now we're
and this is a movie that actually has a monster in the title.
Yeah.
So we just got done seeing Money Monster.
Yeah.
New Jodie Foster film with...
Yeah, this is like the second or third film she's directed. I know the only other movie I've seen from her is The Beaver. If she made another one, I don't know. So I'm sorry to everyone who probably knows that. But it also stars George Clooney, which he also produces. And
Julia Roberts.
And Jack O'Connor, who I don't know.
Connell.
Jack O'Connell. Probably people probably don't know much who he is.
Yeah.
I am so glad we saw this movie last. You know?
Yeah.
After the darkness. Because if we had to see the darkness after, man.
Yeah, we probably would have been would have soured the rest of our night.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Thoughts.
I think it's all right.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Although that
I was
could
surprised because I was actually not that excited for it, mainly because I think the editing for the trailer was really bad. Like that song, "I put my finger on the trigger," it didn't fit.
little on the nose.
It didn't really fit anything with the trailer, and it just seemed weird. Like when I first saw it on the internet, I thought like it was playing an advertisement somewhere else. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Not that the rap song that plays during the credits of this movie really fit with the movie either.
It kind of did, because it was like Wall Street sucks or something. Because basically this whole movie was just Wall Street sucks.
Oh yeah, it just. And I still don't get. I
think this movie was too serious for that kind of song, but yeah.
Not that serious. It had some funny moments. It had a lot of goofy stuff in it too.
Well, yeah, this movie was very funny at parts.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of.
You know what?
Sorry.
The part where Kyle's girlfriend verbally castrates him, because there's no other word I can describe it. Like she hits him below the balls, and anyone who laughs, both inside the movie and in the theater, is a heartless bastard. I don't care. Don't cut that out. Seriously.
Okay, but
and I heard people. I heard people laughing. I'm like, dude. I wanted to go up in there. I wanted to go back there and slap them.
I don't know. I thought the one.
I don't care if it's not real or not.
I think it's kind of funny because of like how awkward it is, how so many people are watching and listening to this.
Yeah, I did think it was. The only thing I thought was kind of funny was some guy in the back's like, "Well, that went well." I just thought that was kind of funny. I don't know why. That was the only part. I didn't find like the actual situation funny until the guy said it. I was like, "Okay, thanks for ruining it." But yeah, but no. I don't feel that they're heartless or whatever. It just, I don't know. I guess maybe you can take the scene any way you want, but yeah, But yeah, I like this. I like this film. I liked it better than I thought I was going to. Not that I thought I was going to hate it, but I wasn't like. I think maybe that's probably because I think it's always the movies that I'm never really suspecting to like all that much that I tend to like way too much, and it's kind of weird. Like Ricky and the Flash. I'm not saying I love Ricky and the Flash or anything, but I liked it a lot better than I thought I was going to. Like I was not looking forward to it. I was like, this is not that bad.
I liked it.
Same thing with How to Be Single too, and some other films that I think maybe it's because I wasn't looking forward to them, and that I realized they weren't as bad as I thought they were. That they're a bit higher in my mind or whatever.
Yeah. This movie is actually getting the main thing that the main negative thing that people are saying about is that it's preachy. It's not really the kind of preachy that I just couldn't stand.
Yeah, I don't, especially because it's not even a real company though.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of saw it as kind of its own. It's kind of just a movie. It's like this fake company that I made up, is corrupt. That's all I really saw. I didn't really see. I mean, yeah, Wall Street's not that great, but at least they weren't making it based on like a real company or whatever, or something that really happened and then changing it around or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought Jodie Foster did a good job directing, though she has directed before.
Yeah. Honestly, I still question the value of Wall Street in our modern day.
Yeah.
Because maybe when it first came around, companies needed it because it was harder to get word out. But now with the internet, that's literally to me, Wall Street has now become pointless.
But yeah, I didn't suspect to like this film as much as I did. I thought
I liked it. The cast was good.
Yeah, it was.
All of them.
mean,
all of them. I don't think I saw one bad person.
Jack O'Connell was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, he
I
got
thought he was gonna be
his
okay, but I didn't. Yeah.
he got his breakthrough role with Unbroken.
Oh, that was
which,
the movie he was in.
Yeah.
Was that? Oh wait, he's been in a bunch of other stuff. Then he was in the film that a lot of people have been talking to him about was like 40 something, where he was like, or 72 or something like that, where he was like he was this army guy who was stuck during like the World War II. That's a movie I've heard that from about him, that he's really good. That I heard that everyone's like was gushing about. That was only released in Britain and I think only straight to DVD here.
Yeah.
That's the film I mostly heard. Like Unbroken was just like, because Unbroken didn't do that well. It was kind of wasn't well. None of Angelina Jolie's films have been well received all that well that she's directed. So, but he was very good in this. He's a very good actor. Like another thing that also people love to talk to him. He was in the show, the British show Skins. That's another show everyone loves to talk about him in. But I thought he was British because you mentioned he was in, because he's a British actor. So I'm just like, because his voice did sound a little. He's probably a British guy pretending to be.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen a lot of British actors that are able to drop their accent really well. That they play.
I didn't say he did a bad job. I'm just saying I could kind of tell in a way, but.
John Perlman, he does it really well.
He's British?
Yeah. Or he's Scottish.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I hear him, he sounds American to me.
He's just putting that on. I think he's actually Scottish.
Well, because I saw a thing with him when David Tennant live, and he sounded he didn't have an accent. But yeah, John Perlman's a good actor. But
were you guys really able to buy the premise of this movie all that well?
For the most part, not that I'm not saying that like it could. I don't know 100% happen, but it maybe.
Yeah, because the premise is that this shareholder takes over a news talk show similar to like Mad Money.
Well, he's more just a normal guy because he probably because he had a kid on the way, so he probably felt like putting money into this one company was good, so he could help his kid. He could make more money, enough money, so he could help provide for his kid. That was probably why he did it. I
do kind of feel like it might have taken a few more people to back him up, not just like himself, to be able to pull this whole thing off.
Yeah, I don't actually think we need to describe what the movie, because I'm pretty sure people who've seen or watching this review probably know what we're talking about. Because they probably go, oh, hey. And this course, like, there's someone who's just like, what's Money Monster? I want to know. But I'm pretty sure most people watching this review probably know what Money Monster is. Yeah. So I don't know if we really need to explain what the story is about. But
now, here is my main problem with this movie. You're able to kind of sympathize with the guy. You understand his motivations and such, but it kind of bothered me at the end when should we get to other stuff before I talk?
Yeah,
okay.
George Clooney.
Okay, well, I'll just
all of them are amazing in this film.
Well, George Clooney's all right. George Clooney kind of just does the same thing he always does, the kind of rugged guy you like, or something like that. He kind of does the same guy a lot, and that's why I kind of liked him in Ides of March, because he's kind of a jerk in that. He turned out to be kind of a jerk. He seemed kind of nice at first, but then you kind of realized he's kind of which is a good movie. I liked Ides of March.
Yeah. He was really great in The Descendants. That was a kind of a different role for him.
Yeah, I thought, but it just, I don't know, I've seen George Clooney either does this or a really kooky guy, like in Burn After Reading or something like that, who goes, and freaks out in a kind of silly way. That's kind of, like, even in Tall Cruelty, which is one of my favorite movies. I just love that film.
How about Men Who Stare at Goats?
The George Clooney actually produced that movie along with one of the guys who usually produces George Clooney's movies, Grant Hisloff, who directed it. Mostly George Clooney does a lot of movies like this, kind of political things, because I think like George Clooney's a liberal or something like that. Like he's a very liberal person. So I could definitely tell why he chose to do a project like this, because it's very George Clooney's a very liberal guy, I think, and this was the type of, and I think he did a good job though. I think I like Julia Roberts.
Is this really all that liberal per se?
Kind of.
Because I know that Fox News has been promoting this movie.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. But
well, it's Fox News, so you gotta maybe they don't know. You know?
This movie speaks to me. Oh wait, they say something I like is bad. Ah! I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But
But this is definitely anti-Wall Street.
Oh yeah, it is.
But I liked everyone. I liked even some of the minor people. Like Dominic West was like the evil guy. They all hated
You're right. That's who he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a good show that I just saw called The Affair, which is funny because in this movie he's having an affair. It's like just like same thing with the girl's gonna be in Rogue One. What's her name?
Felicity Jones.
She was in a lot of things about affairs. She was in The Invisible Woman, which was about Charles Dickens having an affair. Breathe In, which is about her having an affair. And then, like, I forgot the other one she was in.
Seriously?
Yeah, she's gonna be in Inferno. I didn't even know that there was anything after Angels and Demons.
Yeah,
till I saw the trailer just tonight.
Well, yeah, there was a book. Yeah, I know my grandma read it, and she was upset.
Oh, yeah.
She loved it. But yeah, there was another book, and it looks all right. I guess we'll talk about it later, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie was enjoyable. I liked it. Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to find something new to talk about, and I just keep going back to that.
Well, I would say for the most part, it is tensely directed.
Yeah, Jodie Foster does a good job.
Yeah, except for maybe how she. Well, I don't know if this was probably her, but there's the guy who's like eating a donut behind camera.
Yeah. That's just
that was a little bit too cartoony.
Well, no, I think that's because that's what a lot of guys, because you eat snacks and stuff on the set, and they have snacks and people eat snacks a lot, and it's,
all right.
But yeah, I thought it was really good. Like Julia Roberts just has to still direct George Clooney and what to do in this whole situation because she's used to kind of weird situations like this, so she has to kind of. I like that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So now I think I'll get in. I'll kind of get into a spoiler.
I do want to mention that I'm glad I like this movie, especially because we've been talking about, like, we saw a movie we didn't like so much at first.
Yeah.
So it's really good that we got to see something good, because if this movie was bad too, we just would have left like. I mean, we've had interesting conversations because I think The Darkness is probably one of the best conversations we've had. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Check out previous video for our discussion on that bomb. But
yeah, it was.
We digress.
All right. So like I was saying, here's where my biggest problem with it comes in. You do sympathize with the guy. You get his motivations, but at the end, when he gets shot, and you start to think he's gonna die, which he doesn't, and everyone.
No, he does die.
No, he doesn't. They said he was recovering.
No, that was the producer.
That was the producer.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
He got shot in the arm. Yeah.
Okay. So the guy does die, and everyone watching, they start to look like really depressed. And so, on the surface,
they just move on.
Well, there was just that one guy who moves on. He goes back to playing foosball.
Well, they all do, because
but
they all left because it was like, time to move on. They were watching, and then they just kind of left and did whatever they had to do.
I kind of felt like it was kind of making him look like a hero, because although he may have done something that may have done good for people, exposing this conspiracy, he still did shoot a guy, and he still held a lot of people at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that is kind of my it's kind of my biggest problem, that it kind of felt like it was making him I gave that
I still
warning.
didn't feel that way, that they made him seem like, it wasn't like like, we honor the hero, and they give him a big statue of him looking all weird with a gun.
Well, yeah, I mean that'd be unrealistic.
Also smaller.
But
also another statue of George Clooney. Oh.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be scary. Find him. That'd be awesome. Also, I want to kind of mention that I feel kind of bad that I actually want to watch a show like that, Money Monster with George Clooney. It only read George Clooney going, oh, look at me in my little top hat with these girls. I would
Seriously,
watch that.
Seriously, the only reason they do even on like Mad Money.
Actually, you know what I'd totally watch? If it was Nicolas Cage doing that. All right, get some bar.
Seriously, the only reason they do that because they know that what they're speaking of is probably the most boring thing ever, and they have to do all this crazy stuff just to get views.
It's like Mad Money or something like that.
Yeah, I just said that.
I did really like the meme that was created at the end.
The Vine stuff. Dominic West is gonna go, oh god.
Yeah.
Actor. But yeah. But it was I like that. But I don't know. I didn't feel too much like they were. I mean, they could have gone way more overboard with it than they could have with the whole.
Yeah, sure they might have, but
I still feel they didn't really, because no one really, because like I said, everyone's moved on. Only George Clooney and like some other people really cared. It was just sad. They wanted you to feel sad for him dying because he was the guy who was screwed over and all that stuff. But it wasn't like he's a hero.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't like they ended with he will be remembered as like the greatest hero that's ever lived, or something, or anything cheesy with like silliness. Like they could have gone much worse with that.
Yeah.
I think, as anyone else, I don't have anything else to say.
Well,
anything else?
I had something, but I'm trying to remember it. But yeah, I would totally watch the show with George Clooney. Or even like with Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's
All right, so I'm gonna rate it a B-.
I'm around there. Yeah.
All right.
B-.
I don't know. B-. That's a little low, I think.
Well, it's not bad. It's just.
Well, I don't know.
It's a middling grade.
But I don't know. I really liked this film. I thought it was enjoyable. I didn't really have much problems with it, though.
Right.
I did feel maybe it was a little preachy sometimes. Not too much though. But like it could have gone much worse. Like I don't know. I think I've seen worse films. I don't remember any off the top of my head that feel that preachy. Like probably what I've seen of the faith-based films. Those are really preachy. Like what I've seen of War Room and stuff. Those are like just like my God, shut up, calm down. Yeah,
I was kind of. I still. I do still look critically at faith-based films, but actually with something like God's Not Dead 2, it is a courtroom movie, and you know how not subtle can you get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
I guess I'll give this one an A-. I really liked it. I didn't really have
All right.
any problems. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Well. So trailers.
All right. Right. We'll start with Snowden.
Snowden. That's
That
the
looks
Oliver
interesting.
Stone.
Yeah, it does.
I'm a little nervous though. I just don't. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's voice. This is how Snowden actually talked, so I have to talk like this. And it seems kind of cartoonish. It seems like something Saturday Night Live would do, making fun of something like this, or some comedy sketch show.
I think it is best to get their voice as close as possible.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I think especially if their voice, if you can't get the actor to make it sound normal, like Benedict Cumberbatch, she in The Fifth Estate, which wasn't a good movie, but the best thing about it was Cumberbatch and how he got like the guy that the WikiLeaks guy has like supposedly he has like a very weird British accent, and Benedict Cumberbatch got it down so well that it actually sounded real, and he did a really good job with that. But the problem with Ghost, I don't understand but if someone can't get the voice down, it still sounds like this. I don't think you should you should just let Joseph Gordon-Levitt have his own voice then, if it's just gonna sound cartoonish like this. I just think it's kind of annoying. But also,
there were people who complained that it like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Capote or Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln complained how their voices were really high. That is really how their voices were, and I think both actors really pulled their voices off really well.
I didn't have any problem with that, but in this I feel it just sounds way too goofy. Other than that, I'm still kind of looking forward to this, but it's also an Oliver Stone film, and I really haven't seen any films from him that I really love. The last movie I saw from him was Savages, and I didn't like that at all.
World Trade Center was great. I know a lot of people don't really think so, but
yep, I heard bad things about that one. But yeah,
I don't see anything really all that bad about it,
What was
except for maybe the fact that it just that it doesn't like stay in the rubble with them. It does go to like their families, and that kind of takes away the sense of claustrophobia, I guess.
I don't know, I didn't.
That's
I didn't
about
see
it, but still, it was really well made.
But I didn't see it. I thought it looked way too sappy, and just like I thought it just looked dumb. But I haven't seen like I can't remember. There was another film I saw from him that I just thought was eh. The only film I do kind of want to see from him is Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
That's the one that looks really good. And Quentin Tarantino wrote the story.
Born on the
Okay,
4th of
come
July
on.
was really good too.
Oh yeah, my brother.
We're
my
still-
brother liked that one.
Although
Can we
you
keep on
kind of
talking?
guess I
Let's-
hated W,
But I'm
Yeah.
I know. But
Yeah, but I don't want to be here for like.
all right. So
just
we
calm
got
down.
there's
But what do you guys give it? Yes.
Snowden's a yes for me.
Yes.
Say maybe
Yeah.
because I'm still a little nervous about the. There's still a lot of things I'm still nervous about, but other than that, it looks fine. It looks better than his last film, so check it out.
Okay, we have Hell or High Water,
That looks good.
a Western crime movie.
That looks.
We got
good.
it's Jeff Bridges.
Yes.
Who else?
Chris
Oh
Pine.
yeah, Chris
Chris
Pine.
Pine.
Ben Foster.
Yeah.
I forgot the other guy. There was another
Yeah.
person. But yeah, it looks good. It looks.
yeah.
It looks okay. It's not the best because I saw a bunch of really good trailers.
Yeah.
The best ones I saw were we'll be talking about The Accountant later, but that was
Yeah.
one of the ones I saw. And then the other one I saw then there's the Ang Lee one we'll talk about later.
Mhm.
And then the other one I saw was this one with Ethan Hawke that looks really good. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, the Maddie's Game.
No, it's something about this where he's like an abusive father to this one baseball player. He
Oh.
was like this baseball player, and it's talking about his childhood when his dad
Or
kind of treated him
Excuse
like
me,
crap.
Maggie's Plan is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the movie I'm thinking of is called like I forgot what it's called. I'm not gonna get into it, but that one looks really good. And so, but yeah, this one's probably my least favorite of the ones I saw. But it still looks good. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give it a
probably.
maybe still. But
All right.
what do you guys?
Yeah,
Think?
maybe for me too.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so The Accountant.
That looks really good. Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
That looks.
Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that just looks really interesting, and it's a really good, well edited trailer too. There isn't so many cliches that you can see in a lot of trailers that they do. Like there's no fade to black, or something. Well, there might be a little bit of that, I guess, if I looked at it closely. But it looks good. I like the way that you sound the doot over and over. That was kind of cool. And it looks they're also kind of leaving a lot to the chance. Like we're gonna have to wait until the movie to see. So yes, definitely.
Yeah. All these movies come out in like August or October.
Or November. I think one of them came out in November.
Oh yeah, that'd be I think Billy Lynn's Halftime Walk. That looks great. That's the new Ang Lee film.
Yeah, what do you think of that one, John?
I don't know.
I'm also still kind of on the fence. I mean, I like Ang Lee, but he has like a weird track record. Like he'll have a really good film like Less Caution, but then he'll have movies like Hulk. Then he'll have another really good movie like
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi, or then he'll have a movie that I'm not iffy. I haven't seen it, but I'm kind of iffy about Brokeback Mountain. I don't really know if that deserves, like from what I've seen of it, I'm not like, why does that deserve Best Picture? Like,
Well, it didn't win Best Picture. Crash won.
but it was up for it and won. Like I think it didn't win a bunch of stuff. Like I think Ang Lee won Best Director.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Because I don't know, I felt he deserves Best Director for more films. Like Lust Caution was really good, even though, but that wasn't up because it was NC-17, so that probably didn't, that didn't get very well noticed. But that was really good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it a maybe so far. What do you guys give it?
Yes.
Maybe.
And Vin Diesel's in it. I want to see.
Oh yeah,
him
and
do-
Vin Diesel.
I want to see how he does as acting wise. I mean, I've seen him. He's okay, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
And then there's Inferno.
That
Like I
looks-
said, I didn't even know that there was anything after Angels and Demons.
I haven't even seen
Well-
the first of it.
well, you know
but
in
I
the
saw
book-
Angels and Demons.
Book wise, Angels and Demons came first, right?
It did?
Yeah, in the books, Angels and Demons was first, and then Da Vinci Code came out.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but then the
What
movie
was the movie a prequel?
No, the
Or-
movie was a sequel though.
Well,
But I just want to be clear that I'm not a fan of the Da Vinci Code movie. I saw it, didn't like it.
I'm not either. Angels
I've
and
never seen
Demons
it.
I thought was fine.
Yeah,
It
mainly
was
because I
okay.
think mainly because supposedly I heard that Angels and Demons was because that was the book, that was the first book. But then when Da Vinci Code was made, it turns out the author actually wanted to make it into a movie, so it kind of had that in mind when it came out or something like that. So that kind of, and also it was written by Kiva Goldsman, who I don't like at all as a writer. I've heard good things about Beautiful Mind, but he wrote Batman and Robin, so
Hey.
But
He has a really divided list of writing works. I mean, for like Beautiful Mind, there's Batman and Robin. For A Time to Kill, there's Lost in Space. For Insurgent, there's Fifth Wave, and so on and so
Winter's
forth.
Tale. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And he's actually the lead writer for Transformers 5 now.
Oh crap! Run, Transformers fans.
No, they also have like the writers of like Iron Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 on there.
Wait, who? What's the kill one? The kill one?
A Time to Kill.
What is that one?
That's the one directed by, again, Joel Schumacher, but it's actually his best film. About
better
it.
than Lost Boys?
I haven't seen Lost Boys
Phone
yet,
Booth was
but
better than, I did not like the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Phone Booth was really good.
Phone
though.
Booth was good. He also directed The Client, another Akiva Goldsman written film.
Wow.
A Time to Kill is the best one. It's the courtroom drama about racism. And it's got like Sandra Bullock, Samuel L. Jackson, Matthew McConaughey.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
I should check it out. But
It is a bit too long, but other than that, it's a great movie.
But this one is actually written by David Koepp, who that makes me a little nervous because that guy, he did Stir of Echoes. He wrote that, which was a movie with starring a horror movie starring
And
Kevin
Jurassic
Bacon.
Park.
But he did Jurassic Park, which is all interesting. Then he also wrote The Lost World, and then he also wrote Spider-Man, which has the infamous line, "It's you that gotta be out of your mind."
Well, that sucks.
Just like, yeah, he has. He's kind of iffy when it comes. Like, he can write a good story, but screenplay wise, he's okay. And he also directed Mordecai, which a lot of people did not like.
Oh yeah.
But so he's kind of iffy. So I'm gonna give it a maybe. It's Ron Howard directed, so I'm still gonna see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think he directed the last two, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
What'd you guys give it?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I guess.
Maybe.
All right. Well, that's all for right now. We got, next week we've got the Angry Birds movie. We got The Nice Guys, and also Neighbors 2.
Goes down neighborly.
The trailer for Neighbors 2 does look pretty funny, but R-rated comedy trailers are usually funny. But
We can give it a shot.
I guess,
I like the
I'll
first
give
one.
it a shot.
I like the first one.
Yeah. I don't really want to see the first one. I mean, I read about it. There's stuff I really don't want to even describe while we're on camera. But all right.
Yeah. There's some weird. Even that's weird. The weirdest thing though was the grandma on my mom's side actually liked it. I was surprised. It's just like, really? I did not think because she doesn't like stupid comedies like that usually.
All right.
She's not the super Christian one. She's Christian, but she's less so.
Right.
She's in the good way, not in the really bad way.
Well, regardless, I think we're gonna have a good laugh next week. We with Nice Guys and Angry Birds coming out too.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. It's that house of horrors.